There is an attack on Indians and Hindu Americans online on the topic of H1B visas. Will this affect Trump's policy towards India and immigration from India? Pranay says, avoid amid discrimination against Indian Hindus. Figures like Elon Musk defend H1B visas, prioritizing talent over nationalism. Does the US agenda genuinely care for poor white natives, or is it solely about global talent and power? Are oligarchs like Musk more about power than loyalty to any land? Is this uniquely American or a global trend? What are your thoughts on racism on X, especially after Elon Musk backed the H1B program? Why target only Indians? Is it because we are not united, unlike other races? Who are and Indians are among the most law abiding? Why isn't the Indian government doing more to address brain drain and improve domestic conditions? It's painful to watch. So, yes, the H1B visa has become a hot issue of very heated debate. And what we are seeing is this. Look, Trump came to power on a number of promises. One of these promises was to end illegal immigration. And Trump's voters are the conservatives, the right wingers, the MAGA section of the US population, make America great again. So they're the conservatives, they're the white Christians, mainly white people. Lots of non-whites have also voted for Trump, no doubt about that. But the main voter base is the white Christians, the conservative section of the society, population. And they are making a huge deal of the H1B visa. They're saying that it takes away jobs from white Americans, from American natives. Well, natives is the wrong word to use when it comes to white Americans, but okay, American citizens. And they say that H1B visa, the H1B visa scheme, it takes away jobs from the citizens and gives them to Indians. They are focusing on Indians. Lots of Chinese come on H1B visas, but that's not being spoken about. Now it's interesting that the annual limit on the H1B visa in the US is 65,000. And an additional 20,000 visas are given to people who fulfill certain criteria. You need to have a master's degree or a higher degree from a US educational institution. So for those, there's an additional 20,000, a cap of 20,000 people. So it's 65 plus 20, it's 85. So every year there is this quota. About 85,000 people can get an H1B visa. And not all are Indians, maybe not even half are Indians. So how many Indians are actually coming in? Maybe 20, 30,000, maybe at most 40,000. And these are highly skilled people, highly qualified people who come and they work for the US and build the US. And that's how the nation has been built. The US has consistently had this policy of draining the world of its talent. And it helps the US and destroys the other countries, right, where the best talent is immigrating from. So that's the policy they've always had. But now these conservatives, they are going after the Indians. They are not seeing the fact that the Biden administration brought in millions of low quality, low skilled, illegal immigrants into the country. Instead of outraging about that, they are trying to pin the blame of immigration on Indians. So there is definitely a racism angle in this. Indians, unlike the Chinese, Indians are definitely not united as a single voting bloc. So that's why even the political parties don't really care, because Indians are very individualistic minded, very democratic minded, and Indians will vote about issues. They don't unite politically. So if in Canada, for example, the Khalistanis, who are Canadian citizens, they are all united as a single voting bloc. You do something against them, then they will all vote against you in the next election. It's guaranteed. They vote as a bloc. In the US, Indians, Hindus especially, they don't vote as a bloc. They are always divided, and that's why they don't really matter as a voting bloc. So it's easy. They are an easy punching bag. They are an easy scapegoat when it comes to various situations. The fact is that they are contributing talent to India, to the US. They are building the US. They, as we know, it's the old cliche, right? Most of the most of the Fortune 500 CEOs, not most, but many of the Fortune 500 CEOs are Indian origin people. When it comes to whether it's Microsoft, Satya Nadella, whether it is Alphabet, Google, Sundar Pichai, and whoever else. So many Indians are in charge of these companies, and they are well helping the US cause. Right? They are working for their adopted country. Um, about 20 or 30% of NASA employees are said to be Indians, and so on. So Indians contribute a lot to the US, but they are the easiest target, the easiest scapegoat. And the H1B visa issue is a very small issue, just 65,000 or 85,000, whichever way you want to look at it, per year. It's no big deal. And these are high quality legal immigrants, not illegal immigrants. So why aren't they outraging about the illegals who have been flowing into the US? No outrage about that. Now Elon Musk has supported the H1B visa program, as he would, because he himself is an immigrant. He himself was born somewhere else. He became a naturalized US citizen. Vivek Ramaswamy has spoken about this, and he seems to have taken quite a beating online from the MAGA crowd. So yeah, there's all this happening right now. Um, so does the US agenda really care for poor white natives, or is it solely about global talent and power? It's all about global talent and power. The US government will always prioritize draining other countries of talent. So that's going to continue. Will all this affect Trump's policy towards India and immigration from India? You know what? It possibly could, because at the end of the day, he has to do what his voters prefer. So it could perhaps have some kind of impact on Trump's policies once he comes into office. Elon Musk has definitely supported this thing, and he also, along with Vivek Ramaswamy, has taken quite a beating. It all started when Trump appointed somebody to as an in the role of the AI advisor to his government, and this was what, Sriram Krishnan, I think, an Indian origin American. So that's the appointment that triggered everything off. So yeah, Indians are most law abiding. Indians are the best qualified, the highest earning ethnic group in the US, and so on. But yeah, easy targets. What should India do? We are being drained of our best talent every year. What should India do about this? We can fix a lot of things. We have to fix the education system. We have to fix the country and make it meritocratic. We should respect merit instead of giving reservations to people who don't deserve it. People who deserve reservations deserve it only if they are economically and financially vulnerable. But that's not being done, and ease of doing business needs to improve. So I'm sure the government is working on these things, but it will take time. Hopefully it should take less time, and India should become the kind of country that is attractive not just to its own citizens but to outsiders. That's the kind of country India needs to become in order to be able to prevent and hopefully even reverse the brain drain. So yeah, work in progress. Hopefully work in progress. Hopefully one sees signs and symptoms of something being done about that. Still early days.